Hello, everybody. My name is Luchara, and this is Eco, a 18 on my community server, my 10th community server. I always feel like I need to mention that because that's a lot of community servers. So, got to start the stream off with bad news, though. Currently craving sweet salad. There's none. I understand, though, from the cook perspective. I remember when I was a cook a few servers ago. These are not easy to make. Basic salads, fruit salads, simple syrups. It's annoying. I get it. Crimson salads are no better. They're both annoying. Hey, Punch. Terrible news. Now I have a craving that I can't fulfill. I have one crimson salad that I've been holding on to in case I get a craving for it, but no, I get a craving for sweet salad instead. Well, you're just going to have a fruit salad there, character. You're locked up. Where are you locked up? So obviously, there's trucks. All right, I gotta see. So Kitty moved in. Kitty's my neighbor now. So Axel lives across the road from me. Shout out to Axel, because like I don't know when Axel even comes on. Um I don't even see him, but he made this nice house. How hard is it to get forest pizza? Not too bad. I don't I don't I don't eat it often. I mean, well, let's look at this forest pizza. I swear I'll get up to see your house or your not your house, your workshop, whatever you want to call it, Katie. Because the thing with forest pizza, it's like it's just pure carbs, right? Like it's my favorite food, right? I find the taste of this food better than anything. Hello, Simon. Oh, Simon, you're probably like midnight where you are, right? I will check out your pyramid because you probably want to go to bed. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, so I don't eat the forest pizza much because then my food would be on balance. It's already carb heavy, right? Yeah, it's I'm not the only one who has that as their favorite food. All right, so Kitty moved in. Obviously, Calorie has been busy. So this is all Kitty's stuff. So this is her mine. Wait, where is Kitty locked up at? Pyramid is not the. Oh, do you not want me to check it out yet? Hey, Lord Frost, 11 there. You must be in the UK then. Oh yeah, they have an actual jail. This is a lot of storage, Kitty. Holy crap. Please show later. All right, then we will not show the pyramid. I just remembered you told me not to go in on the weekend. You told me to wait until I was streaming so that you could see my reaction. So I thought that's why you wanted me to go tonight. But if you're not ready, then you're not ready. Katie's just sitting, waiting for rescue. There, you are free. You're a free woman, Kitty. What is this? Copper bars. Need gold bars in here, Calorie. Come on. Kitty's dancing. She's so happy to be free. She's dancing. There. Just want to make sure everybody knows them. All right. Hurry up. I'm going to lock the door. Oh. Oh, so what you're saying is you could have let yourself out the whole time. I see how it is. The old damsel in distress routine. I see. Fort Caledonia. That would be Cal and Don's place. Too much copper on the market. Yeah. And there was no copper on the market a couple times in the last day or so. Looks like Cal is switching over to composite lumber. This is a dark one. Is that redwood? Yeah. Seems redwood's pretty popular for composites. Oh, I opened it with yeah, no, you can as long as you have your dev tool, you can open doors, Katie. Which is what I thought you did. It's all comp and ashlar on the inside now. Oh yeah, look at that nice ashlar limestone. Ashlar sandstone. This is a nice mix of materials. when these stairs weren't always here, right? Limestone was suggested by Kitty. Yeah, limestone seems to go with most things. This is swanky. Just dripping with swank. Oh, it's a dead end, though. Nice kitchen. Just imagine. You're just, oh, there's Kitty. You're just going to use the toilet. There's a man on the ledge. This is not creepy at all, folks. Don't mind me. Kitty's dancing again. Stirring the pot. No, don't mind me. I'm not being creepy at all. Yeah, I'll make some, Rico. I hate when I do that. I forget to hit enter first. Anybody else ever do that? Yeah, the old peep show. All right, I gotta check my inventory. Gotta check my stock. I must be sold out of modern upgrade too. I had like 9 earlier today. Where'd they all go? Obviously, people bought them. Right? And that's fine. All right, so let's grab 10. I mean, if I'm sold out and people are wanting them. I haven't been upgrading people's ones. I will if people have ones. I've just been making 2s. I think this is the first time I've really been out. Well, what happened there? 5 here. Actually, I should do all 10 here because this has the industry module and the other table has mechanics module, right? So it's technically cheaper if I do them all here, but that's going to eat into my gears. It's going to eat into my plates. Yeah, I guess. Right, this one has the mechanics modern upgrade. All right, so let's check my stock on some other things. So we're not going to have any steel gears or plates above my reserve after those MU2s are made. So let's make some more plates. And let's make some more gears. And then we are hungry. Let's go eat something that is not sweet salad. Small detail, but have you seen the bridge from your place to Cal's pavilion? Someone else bought some, so I ended up only getting 100 from the last batch. Oh, rebar. I'll check it out in a sec here, Kitty. Just give me a minute. All right, anything else we need to stock up on here? Oh, what's Rico? He must have some ones and some food. Might as well make 3 more, right? I got the materials for it. Industrial elevator. Where do I even make that? What? Robotic assembly line. I can, Don. Just give me a minute. What's outside, Kitty? What's this? What do you got for me? Sweet salad. Thank you. Craving eliminated. Thank you very much. Let me. Okay. What do I need for an industrial elevator? I told Don I could make one. Needs flat steel. Flat steel goes for 9.5. So let's put a buy order up for some flat steel. That seems expensive for flat steel, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while since I made flat steel. That just feels expensive. All right, so yeah, Don, I got a buy order for Don. You're probably not in stream. Do you want an excavator, Rico? I'm not sure if he's asking. Okay, you're out here. So I just need 2 electric motors. I should be able to make. Yeah, no, I need some basic circuits. I'm getting low on stuff. Of course I am. Oh, it says I only have 37 copper wire, but I'm pretty sure I have more than that. I just gotta move it. It's in a different stockpile. It's in the stockpiles under this part. I will try to get a excavator out here shortly. Just give me a minute. Or wait, or did my copper wire all get bought? No, it's right here. Let's move that over to here. Now we have all kinds of copper wire. I'm just not sure if it's going to be in the store. No, okay. So I don't want that. I want half of it to be reachable by this part of the factory, but I want the other half to be reachable by over there, right? Which is not, which is not what I have going on right now. Where did it go? So let's take. If anybody needs any roads, I have like 1,000 roads, like asphalt roads. Probably, unless people start buying my roads, I'm not going to make any more, except for my racetrack, which I will show. You will get a preview of the racetrack. I got all kinds of wiring. It does feel expensive, but who knows? They may have changed the recipes. Yeah, like I don't like to. I'm just thinking back, right? Like I don't remember. Yeah, I thought it was just one steel and one whatchamacallit. That's right, one whatchamacallit. Yeah, I have 1,000 roads. One epoxy, I think. Right, did I do the electric motors? I did, didn't I? All right, so we'll queue up the industrial elevator, but until Dawn brings the flat steel, it will not go. Rico wants an excavator. Hey, look at that. I have everything I need for an excavator. 10 minutes, Rico. All right, now we can eat our salad. Craving abolished. Panic, crisis averted. Oh, it's 1.5 silver. Okay, so 9.5 makes sense then. 9.5 makes sense. Like it was what, server 7 was the last time I was an advanced smelter? And I think steel might have been cheaper then too. I think we had really cheap iron that run, didn't we? Which caused the steel to be cheaper. Which caused the flat steel to be cheaper. Xander says, I will do more road work this weekend, but during the week I'm doing other stuff. Yeah, it's all good. Like at some point earlier today, I didn't have those roads. Nobody has bought roads since I made a bunch earlier today. All right, so there already is one excavator. This is an excavator. It's big. Like, will it even fit in this tunnel punch? Like, it's pretty tall. Yeah, they're huge. You saw that the way, Donna. If you bring me to, or I guess hey, I'll just buy the flat steel from Punch. You don't have to bring me any. Oh, I do need to put it in my store though. I don't like doing this on stream because now I got to calculate a price. My spreadsheet here. Bear with me while I bring up my spreadsheet. Well, the Fuse is exactly right. With the excavator, if it doesn't fit, you can make it fit. Right. All right. So what do electric motors? I have bucks each. So that's 200. Those are 3 each. So 230. Steel gearbox for 23. So that's 230, 46, 276. And those are 276 plus 150 ish, slightly less than 150. 376, 420, 430, roughly. An industrial elevator, right? Did I do my math right there? Anybody? Is that a vehicle? Yeah, we're gonna put it with the vehicles. Sure. Also, I owe Rico some money for those MU1s. What do they say? 420, 430? We'll say 550 for price. That should be coming soon, Don. I just need to get the flat steel. You're making the flat steel right now? I mean, do you want me to? I mean, you can just. I'll just buy from Punch. You can bring it by later if you want. Oh wait, wasn't it just 9.5? Hey, whoa, what's going on there? Ah, Kitty, what are you doing? Kitty's like, excavator, smexcavator. Oh, L Search just bought my last truck. That's another thing I got to stock up on. All right, so let's get this flat steel in. Doesn't show on your screen. I know, I believe you because you clearly just you drove like you didn't know it was there. So 30, he gave me 3 of them. I just realized I didn't do the labor for the excavator. Yeah. Oh, Rico, I gotta give Rico some money for the MU1s he gave me. $90, they said. There you go, Rico. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't want to get into a big conversation about prices. Some are higher than they should be, some are not. I'm not going to get stressed over it. I don't want to spend stream talking about prices. It's the last thing I want to talk about on stream is prices. All right, so I believe I'm sold out of trucks and skids right now, right? And jaw crushers. Okay, so I don't have the advanced tailoring tables, but correct me if I'm wrong. Xandra's the only active tailor. I think Lazy Sammy is gone or hasn't been around, like isn't active. So other than Xandra, nobody. Yes, well, basically a week. So Xandra has her table, so nobody else. I don't need to make another set of those. So got an excavator and an industrial elevator queued. So we can do a skid steer and a truck. I think I'm going to need. I need light bulbs. I need tires. Need some servos. Yeah, I got. I can do like one skid steer and probably one truck with the materials that I have on hand. Do I have any rubber for the wheels? I think I do. I do. I have some. Let's do like 20 wheels. For some reason, can anybody explain to me why the truck uses 6 wheels? Does it have double wheels on the back axle or something? Where's a truck? Who has a truck? Like, why does it have 6? Why does it use 6? It does. Okay. That's why. That's kind of realistic in a way. It does have double wheels, yeah. That makes sense, I guess. Still annoying for me because it's chews up a lot of rubber, right? All right, so we have everything for the truck except wheels, so we can make a truck. Skid steer, we need wheels, which are coming, light bulbs. Who has light bulbs for sale? Punch has a whole bunch of light bulbs. We can buy the light bulbs. We need the advanced combustion engine. We have everything for, but then we'll have no valves left. We'll have no servos left. All right, so I can get a skid and a truck in stock, but then I'm going to be low on stuff. Yeah, so this is the life of industry. right? It's like you have enough stuff to make a couple of things, and you're like, all right, and then you got to kind of like go back to the drawing board and slowly figure out what you need because it's probably going to be a lot. Once that's done, we'll have enough for the skid steer because we got wheels coming. I'm also going to be out of nylon fabric, but last time I checked, Xander had like 1,000 of that. Oh, I'll need to buy light bulbs too. All right. Oh yeah, you made the truck, right? What was that? Server 7? Server 7 Xandra made a crazy life-size truck. It was nuts. I probably didn't need to drive over here. I probably could have walked to pick up, oh, let's say 30 light bulbs. Sure. Yeah, Xander, that's one of my favorite builds. Like the fact that you made it like functional as well. Like you had like storage in the back of the truck and you had like a workshop in there and stuff. That was an amazing build. All right, so I mean most people that are still active that want a skid steer and truck have a skid steer and truck at this point, right? Like how many people raise your hand if you still need a skid steer and or a truck or an excavator? Oh, your elevator's ready, Don. Like there's 19 skid steers in the world. Obviously, there's more than 19 people still playing, but a lot of them don't need a skid steer. There's 18 trucks in the world. Like I personally, I'm not a fan of the truck. I know it's a little faster and it carries a lot more, but it handles weird. I don't like the way it handles. I don't know. No, it was a great build. Although the funny part for me, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, the truck on the side. I was like, I just want to have the truck in frame while I say this. So picture a giant build in the game that looks like this. My first instinct was like, oh, somebody's building Optimus Prime. And then it was like the next day, I was like, wait, no, that's just the like in-game truck. That's all that is. You need one. The truck or the skid steer? Because the truck's not that expensive. The skid steer, on the other hand, is obviously. Because, I mean, the thing with the stupid skid steer, the difference in price. Skid steer needs this advanced combustion engine, which is just ridiculous amount of materials. Whereas the truck doesn't. It just needs a normal combustion engine, which is like, psh, that's easy. That's easy to make. So we need servos, we need valves, but that's not really something we need to be doing on stream necessarily. So let's just fire up what valves we can here. Getting low on steel pipes again. Servos, we're going to need to make some more circuits for that. That's fine. We can make more circuits. That's one thing we have the supplies for is circuits. Although we're almost out of gold flakes again. It's always something, right? With when you do the mechanics and industry and electronics, it's very hard. Oh, did you drop your prices? I mean, that's great. I thought we were done. I just don't want to have to adjust my prices. I'm lazy. I will though. Obviously, I will. Just not right away. No, wait. I was gonna make gold flakes. It's always something you're out of. And then there's usually you dropped all steel. Okay. Then that means I have to drop pretty much every single one of my prices is gonna have to change. Like I have a spreadsheet. I should have done it the other way. Like I have a spreadsheet, right, for my prices, but it's not smart. Like if I wasn't an idiot for basic circuit, instead of just having the number 32 here, I would have, substrate times X, copper wire times X, gold flakes times whatever, right? And have the price update automatically when I like these are like the raw materials. These are all the stuff I make, right? If I was smart, I would have done formulas, but I just calculated and fill it in so I have for reference, right? So anyway, I will drop my price. Um, I'm just, I'm not doing that on stream. That's a boring stream. So what did you just drop it to? 4, 3.5, all the way to 3.5, eh? Oh, Dufresne didn't get the memo yet. I'm sure he will though. So Dufresne went on vacation, came back. Phil went on vacation and came back. Welcome back, Dufresne and Phil. And special shout out to Phil, who also passed his certification test to be a Red Seal electrician. If it's not electrician, my bad. Yeah, rivets, MU1s will be cheaper. Steel pipes will be cheaper. Steel saw blades will be cheaper. Mechanic, sorry, he's a Red Seal mechanic. Thank you, Kitty. As soon as I said electrician, I was like, I don't think that's right, but I couldn't remember what it actually was. No wonder he wanted to go mechanic in game. All right, so Kitty wanted me to look at a bridge. Sorry, Kitty, where did you say the bridge was? Was it that little thing like when I ran up this side and you ran up that side? Is that what you were talking about? Over here? Right here? Ah! I almost ran Kitty over. But I do like Ashlar granite. Wait, is this granite? I think this is granite, but this is basalt. Nailed it. Wait, how'd you get up there? I did not see you run by. Oh, it's over there. Right here. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Brick stairs. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is Katie's bridge right here. You can see my house from here. Nice. Oh, pollution. Stupid pollution. This is gonna bug me. I gotta pick this pollution dead corn away. It bothers me. Cool. Yeah, this part of the world has changed a lot since day one. Like a lot. And then the pool. So yeah, so we had a dance party in here the other day. Now it's a pool. Can you dance underwater? Oh, you can't use emotes while swimming. What's the point of living if you can't use emotes while swimming? Come on. Ah. Get back in first person. Nope. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm out. I made it. I made it out. I'm alive. I didn't drown. My truck is over here. I think. Right? Yeah. Oh. Punch burns 16K coal. All right, so I'm low on steel. Let's buy some of this fancy new cheap steel. But yeah, Donna, I know I need to adjust more than just the steel price, but I'm just I'll do it after stream. It shall be done after the stream. What's going on here? Trees everywhere. Who has more? Who has more steel? Who's Punch has more? All right, I'll buy from Punch. That's my general rule between whoever has more between you two. I usually buy from. A lot of times, if one of the smaller smelters has some, I'll go buy theirs up just to kind of support them. Support small businesses, right? Southeast basement. Is that where we want this? No, we want this. And here will work. Okay, we don't want all the sand. The sand we want in west. But somebody just bought a bunch of roads. Elser just bought a bunch of roads. Thank you very much. Good sir. Good. All right, speaking of roads, I want to go show what I've been working on the last few days. Well, other than trying to keep stuff in stock, right, which has been a challenge because like Bori and I are the only industry people, and like I mean Bori's not on super a lot. I mean he's only level 4, right? That kind of tells you how much industry Bori's done. So, and there are a couple other mechanics, but there are Cavalry and Philosopher King went electronics, which is good. So it's less electronic stuff for me to make in theory. But what's actually happening is it just means I have to make more like copper and gold wire to keep them fed, which is I think they're both mechanics. One of them might be industry, but anyway, they've been keeping me busy. It's always something. I'm assuming this is a J for Josh, right? This is Josh's area. Although like my real first name starts with J as well. I'm a Joseph. If I was making the J, I wouldn't have had the point at the top, but it's not my J. It's somebody else's J. So who am I to judge their J, right? Uses beautiful farmhouse. Let's go check out the racetrack, such as it is. So once this is done, my plan is I'm going to set certain times where you can come down. I'll be here and I'll time you. It'll be like a time trial. It'll be just one person at a time, right? And then based off the time trials, we'll have like seeding for actual races that'll happen like probably the following weekend. I'm hoping to have this done for this weekend to do time trials, but yeah, I don't know. So the idea is to have 4-person races, right? We got the 4 starting slots here, but in order to determine who gets the 2 starting the front slots, I want to do time trials first, so that So obviously that's going to be the finish. That will be a tunnel. I'm trying to avoid tunnels, but we'll finish. You'll come down out of a tunnel up to the finish line here. So I'm pretty proud of the racetrack. I think it'll be fun. It'll be challenging. There's some different challenges. So you start here, right? Obviously, go, come down, get some speed here. And this corner, I had to slow down, but this corner, you cannot make this corner without slowing down. Just FYI, just be ready to slow down going around that corner. It's tricky. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get it done. I'm almost half done. Like when there's a preview, kind of showed everything. Then you come into this area, which just has some obstacles you got to drive around. Like this will be spicy with 4 people on the track at once, right? Like that. That's gonna get nasty with 4 people trying to fit through there. But if you think that's gonna be spicy with 4 people, just wait till we get up to the other side. Then we just got a little corner here to keep you honest. Then we got section. Obviously, you're gonna want to try to stay in the middle because you move much faster on asphalt. Kind of follow the asphalt, come around the corner here. And then I use the natural terrain, like some actual dirt here. So obviously, I mean, if you don't make this corner sharp, you're fine. But you go way slower on the dirt road. Then we got, okay, so here's where it gets really spicy. So it gets quite a bit smaller. You fall off. There is like ramps there if you fall, right? Like you're not like eliminated if you fall, but you're on literal desert sand, which is slow, right? Then you come up here and it gets even more narrow, right? Somebody's definitely going to fall off there. Like I just did it. It's not that hard to stay on, but yeah. But if you fall off at the end part, it's not that far, right? Like the ramp's right there. That's assuming you land right side up, right? You might have to get out and do a free car, right? Sandra has, yeah, that time I did it was Raider meet the start, but Raider quit. I took a break. That go. Thankfully, Tozo was electronics first. That helped a ton. I did a ton of industry though. Yeah. No, I mean, it's good. Like being busy, being like feeling useful is great in eco. But it can get to a point where it's like, it's too much. And this run has been mostly like just good, useful feeling, but it's been tight. There's been a couple times. So this is how far I got. So it's gonna ramp up. So there will have to be some sort of tunnel through that limestone, right? And then obviously it'll come up. But again, I don't want to have a whole bunch of tunnels, so it'll come up above um, land level, whatever, like sea level, but on land. Um, and it'll come around here. I'll come up with some more like interesting obstacles for this section. I have a couple things in mind that I think will be fun. And then it'll come down. It'll dig into the mountain here. So this final corner will be in a tunnel, and you come out, finish line. Should be fun. I think it'll be challenging. I'm curious to see how people's times are, like in the time trial portion. Um, and then I think it'll be really so basically what'll happen is, you know, I'll tell everybody, okay, so there's gonna be a couple different race times. Pick a race that suits your time zone, and then like the person with the top time will get like the front, like, or they'll get to pick their starting position. The people that had the worst time trial times will have to start in the back. But hey, even if you start in the back, I mean, if somebody falls off here, right? Like, you got a good shot. Can I do this backing up? It's funny. Originally, I had asphalt ramps there. The problem was, like, as you were driving up, the asphalt ramps blended in, and it looked like it was hard to tell that it narrowed. So I had to switch them to stone road ramps or stone ramps, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna intentionally fall off. I want to see if I land. Nope, that would be a free car. No, no, you gotta spell it right. See, a lot of pressure in the middle of the race. Oh, oh, that's not good. Maybe I need to rethink this whole portion of the track. Oh, I can't leave the vehicle. Um, can somebody come down here and pick up this asphalt road that's trapping me? My head is in the road. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Somebody come down and save me. Oh, this is not good. Well, it's a good thing the engine's still spinning, though. Can you slash fly when you're in a vehicle? Oh, yeah, no, that worked. Okay. Good call. Yeah, so do I need to rethink this whole section then? Because that would not be good in the middle of a race, right? Because normal people can't use those. Well, they can unstuck, but they can't slash fly, I guess. All right. Well, then, all right. Or just don't fall off, right? Simple solution, just don't fall off. It's happened to you before. Unstuck work, bunch of DQs right there. Yeah. So, well, and the thing is with the time trial too, like I'll give people more than one try. And once it's done, I'll tell people so they can like come down and like practice on it, right? Yeah, just get good. I mean, as long as you, as long as you don't fall, you're fine. I think if you fall on the first part, you'll be fine. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll just push it back. So I feel like the problem is the road's not high enough over the trap or whatever you want to call it, right? So I feel like if I just made a normal section of road here, right? If I just move the obstacle back, like make it thin, its corners right here is the problem, right? Maybe make it narrow. And again, I expect everybody to practice before they actually try it, right? Maybe make it narrow to 4, like go back a bit, and then make it narrow to 2, like here. So if you fall, I mean, or I could dig out, I guess. I could dig all the sand out. What happens if I fall way back at the start? I don't know. Maybe I'll have people come down and practice and like tell them get if you fall off, tell me and like tell me, you know, were you completely screwed if you fell or no? Like if I fall off here, what's gonna happen? Am I upside down? All right. Okay. So no, that water's awfully close though. Little water hazard. So yeah. So like you drive pretty slow here. So if you fall off, I don't know. Maybe this is a little too harsh. Maybe I just need to come up with something else. Maybe just the four wide section. So I'm just thinking when there is four people on the course at once, right? It might get kind of dangerous. Anyway, I hope people actually want to race because this is I put a lot of time into this. See, it's not that hard to stay on, right? But it's easy when you're by yourself and there's no pressure. It's not an actual race, right? Be a little different if there's like somebody right behind you, right? Anyway, I'm getting really good at the first part of this course. I've done it like 30 times, right? Every time I come down to run the course, right? To get to the part that needs construction. It had a pool of blood and gators underneath. And you will notice much of the course has actual functional supports. There are sections that do not. However, I will add the functional supports because I know I'm a stickler for functional supports. It needs more danger. I mean, it's a racetrack, not a death trap. Sandra. Sandra's got the bloodlust over there. Here I am talking about making it easier, and Xander's like, no, harder. Yeah, I mean, I might have to adjust that part, but and I've considered adjusting this one. Like I'm fine with having corners that you actually need to slow down for, but maybe not right at the start, right? USA. USA. Make the road wider. Yeah, so yeah, that would work too. The only problem is, I guess it's not really a problem. I mean, I do a similar thing up here, right? Except I do stone road instead of dirt. But yeah, dirt is quite a bit slower than stone road, especially because it'll be desert sand, right? Which is pretty slow. Or potholes. Oh, that would be bad too, right? Oh, yeah, this is missing because I came down here to put supports down. Yeah, something similar to this, right? Is what you're suggesting, but instead of stone road, have dirt. Yeah, that could work too. That could work too. Because if you do hit the desert sand, it's slow, right? Or desert dirt, whatever the game calls it. Yeah, this is what I've been working on the last couple days. I might ask for help just to like dig out the tunnels when the time comes. If anybody's free, might have to actually use one of my skid steers that I've made. Oh, and for the record, it's kind of like I'm balancing like the corners and all the obstacles around having a steam truck. Um, so I want people to do it in steam trucks. If maybe like a group of people want to try it with normal trucks, they can. I will also make sure to have a couple of steam trucks up here for people to use, just in case anybody doesn't have a steam truck. Because I think the normal truck it's faster, but it feels like it's wider too, right? Sometimes the normal truck. I should probably work on the road leading to the racetrack as well. I'm assuming that means you're willing to help with the tunnel, Richard. Yeah, I'll let you know. The tunnel will be like the last section, right? So Won't be anytime soon, but I need to elevate the road too. Like this part needs to be nice and high or nice and low because Kitty has a road here, so I either need to go well up over her road or I need to tunnel under it. So I'm leaning towards go over the top. Um, this road as well, but I mean this road doesn't exist. I don't know if it ever will exist. Like I don't know. Like Blacking Out lives here. Calorie lives here. Like I don't know. I mean, you two could tell me. Like, is there? Do you envision this road ever being useful? Could there be ramps? Yeah, I could put ramps in. I mean, like ramps with the intention of doing like a jump, like a Dukes of Hazzard jump. I was thinking about that. I'm just not sure. It would just suck, like if randomly sometimes your truck went upside down. You know what I mean? That would suck. So there's no skill to it, right? Like I will mess around with some jumps. All right, so that is the racetrack. Oh, why am I gold? Oh, I didn't put enough labor into my gold flakes. Favorite food, stuffed turkey. Wait, I thought your favorite food was Forest Pizza. Lunch, I thought. All right, let me check stock here. I know some people bought some stuff. All right, first of all, does anybody else want an excavator or an industrial elevator? Actually, you know what? Industrial elevator should probably just stock. But I need flat steel for that, right? Which I don't have. And I don't have gearboxes. So, I mean, I can make more gearboxes. That's not a big deal. Calorie forgot to mention your son turned 18 today. So any single ladies want to move him out of my house, he's free. You will take an excavator. Excavator needs. Okay, so I need to go see Xandra. Some nylon fabric. I need to make some radiators. I need a combustion engine, which also needs radiators. Stupid radiators. Oh, they use so much copper. You know your radiator is just made of like a bajillion pieces of copper, apparently. All right, so I need to make some heat sinks. I remember Punch telling me, make a bunch of heat sinks, Luch, before industry comes, and I did, but it wasn't enough. Those heat sinks that I had prepared are gone for so long. Oh, I know. It's just I've just gone through copper so much. Like now I need to make a bunch of plates, right? All right, so let's make a bunch more plates. Plates are fine. Plates don't use up many. It's half a bar for a plate, right? It's not too bad. Let's do like 100. Screw this 40 crap. It'll take a while. It'll take an hour and 20 minutes to get done. And that's the important thing. All right, so excavator will be coming. We got to go see Xandra for some nylon fabric. Oh, I'm assuming, Xandra, some hunters were looking for nylon thread to make some of the fancy bows. I'm assuming they got in touch with you and got some nylon thread made at some point. If not, then people want nylon thread. I guess I could just check your store and then I would know. There you go. There's my answer. Don said he made a bunch of the bows today. Cool. See, I think, Xander, you were turning it all the thread into fabric, right? Originally. You need thread. Already done. Alfred done. I think Xander just had a stroke. She was trying to type that. Well, here's the answer. All kinds of thread here, Punch. All kinds of thread. How much am I going to need? 100? 150? Like, how many vehicles realistically could we get? There's only like 40 active people left, right? I think 40-ish. Ooh, 33. Yeah, I mean, we're 2.5 weeks in. This is the point where you always seem to lose a bunch of people, right? So, but I mean, some of these inactive people, like Simon and Ubuntu, only playing weekends. Griffin's gone away. Um, Somebody else has gone away too, aren't they? I know Ishmael's busy with work. Ruden's helping somebody move or something right now, or no? Yeah, something like that. There's a roommate got a house, so they're doing a big cleaning. Can you bring 100 thread? I probably can. Yes, Punch. See, this is why Punch loves my streams, right? He can see where I am on the map and be like, "Hey, Luch, while you're there, I don't mind." Fuse maybe inactive for the next few days. Um, how are we doing for crops lately? Has it been better, Fuse? Like, have you and Wired been keeping up? Because if you're not around, oh, you'll be back. Okay. I just worry about Wired trying to keep up. Um, and also, probably sometime this week I'll put up a poll in the Discord for a time to shoot down the meteor. Um, but if the server population drops significantly, I'll oh Punch. Do you have a buy order for this thread, Punch? Oh yeah, Wire's going on vacation too. That's right too. Oh yeah, that's like this weekend. Right too. Tomorrow's February. So today, folks, is if you go to patreon.com with the link in the description and support me, comes out on the first of the month. So if you want to help me out, today is the day to do it. Although I did get an email saying I can set it up so that like people get billed prorated instead. But shout out to my patrons. It's greatly appreciated. Um, I don't make much from ad revenue on YouTube right now, so my patrons are the only thing that's keeping me from having to go get a real world job, which means, I wouldn't have the time to do all this stuff. So I greatly appreciate you all. But I'm not trying to guilt anybody into supporting me. It's fine. Domo taking farming next? Yeah, because Bach and Forth hasn't been on much either, right? So but if I can crank if it comes down to it, I'll crank the skill acquisition rate up so that people can take the things that we need to fill any gaps we have. Wow, I need some fat. My fat below. Wants thread. Does Punch have a buy order? All right. This thread, Punch. I can just drop it. I don't care. You don't need to put up a buy order. um, but yeah, like probably like my playtime will probably drop a bit. Um, going forward, I'll still be on every day. I'll still be checking my store. I'll still be working on the racetrack. I'll still be streaming. I'll still be working on some guides, which I've been slacking on. But I probably won't be on 8 hours a day anymore. Should be on late tomorrow at the soonest. Okay, so that's fine. Well, I mean, it depends when the meteor. I mean, the meteor is weeks away, right? We're already only down to 30 active people right now, right? Like, just saying. That's yeah. But again, a lot of those people that are technically inactive, they are active. If that makes, I know it probably doesn't make much sense, but all right. So where else did I want to go? There were some other things I wanted to show off here. I kind of just drove this way and didn't really slow down to show anything. So let's go this way, but slow down to show stuff. Like we went right by Lord Frost's place here. We didn't even talk about it. He's got a cool little drive-through here. So you come in. Thank you for visiting. He's got the cool effects there. Come up to the store. I will have a number 2 with the fries upsize, please. Root beer to drink. Thank you very much. Get your composites here, folks. Got the nice little composite showroom here. Looks good. Ooh, that, yeah, the redwood's really dark, huh? We got the palm, saguaro, oak, cedar, Joshua birch, and plain old lumber. Man, I don't like the different colored grains. I don't know. I don't think I would ever use that for that, at least. I mean, these pieces look really good, right? And the clad wall. So this thing in the bottom, that's the clad wall. I like the clad wall much better than the default wall, right? Only one profession is maybe worry rest of good. Yeah, I'm just saying in theory, and I'm willing to do that. I did that last run because there's still some people playing after the meteor, so I cranked the XP up so they could get some skills. So is this Russ's place? Yes. I like the little, the little entryway here with the pillars and the little roof here, and yeah, these are the clad walls in action. I prefer these much better than the default composite walls, right? The composite walls are just kind of meh, right? You want root beer too? Yeah, I'm a root beer guy. I mean, I'll drink Coke or Pepsi or Sprite or 7-Up or Orange or whatever, but I greatly prefer root beer. Oh, Russ didn't lock his back door. Nice looking little house, though. Noise. All right, and then Russ's workshop over yonder. Like the window work. Once again, Russ is not good at locking his back doors. Oh, he doesn't even have a door on his back door, so I guess he doesn't care. Nice little polluted river. Hey, it's the price of progress, baby. I do like this bridge. Rico's complex here. Lots of nice mortar stone. Need to deliver to punch. You need lube reeds too. Well, I did lube reeds, except it was with nylon thread. Looks good. Here we go. Ooh, pollution. Straight to jail. It held straight review. All right, so if that amount of pollution is straight to jail, how much is Tailings Island? That's like death row, right? Actually, that's not as much pollution as I thought there would be. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Because this is just a pile of tailings. Yeah, I thought it'd be worse. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're scared to make it too hard, but I feel like pollution's a joke in this game, right? You would still drink from there. I don't know if I'd go that far, Don. All right, so Jasper and Dr. Old Cola. Ooh, what are these? That's ash. Wait. Oh, that's wood. I thought that was ashlar. That's palm. That's palm, baby. I love it. I love how they took what was already here, right, and just upgraded it. Oh, I almost fell in. Oh yeah, they got the. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Well, we can be another creep and another window peep creep. That's how we roll here. We're the window peep creep. Making the world too large, I guess, but I mean, it's the problem is the resources aren't balanced, right? So it's hard to make and maybe I just have to play with the world gen settings. because iron only spawns under desert, for example, right? And I know, Don, you want a smaller world, and I actually tried to make smaller world this time, but I generated like 8 of them, and I didn't like the layout of any of them. I was like, I'm gonna try a larger world just to see. First larger world I made, I liked, but the problem is with the resources, certain things only spawn in certain areas, so it's like you need you need X amount of desert, right? Or the smelters are going to be on top of each other and fighting, and it's just going to be miserable, right? I need to make sure the smelters have enough space. People always say they want to have at least two of the mountain ranges, like the cold mountains, right? So you need that. You need enough oil spots, right? You need to have enough wetlands. Like we only have one wetlands this run, but it's huge, right? Um, so it's hard to have all that in a smaller world, and or like try to have smaller worlds also like have like no rivers, right? Like it's hard, like literally this world, the parameters for this world were to generate a minimum of 5 rivers, a maximum of 8. There's a parameter in there that says if there's a river, there can't be another river close to it. Like this world literally only generated 2 rivers, even though it's supposed to generate 5 to 8 rivers. People just want too much space for themselves, you included. Yeah, I agree. This run, there ended up being a lot of desert that wasn't used. Yeah, no, 100%. Yep. But like when you get a lot of times you get this weird desert that's like this that nobody really wants to use that. But I agree. This was too big, but it's also I'm always secretly hoping that this will be the one time where I jump from getting 100 people to 150 or 200, right? So I'm always scared that if I make the world smaller, this will be the time where all of a sudden there's 150 people on the server. In which case, like 150 instead of 100 on this size world will be perfect, right? It's kind of stupid that iron just comes from desert. Yeah. And to be fair, also beaches, but I would not recommend using, a beach for iron. Unless it's like what was it, server 7? I lived near the beach because I was going to be a glass worker, limestone and sand. I mined a bit of iron in the early game just to get some concentrate out to people, right? Using your beach iron for that is fine, but it's not a long-term solution. Anyway, so Jasper, Dr. Earl Cola, I really like your house if you're watching. And then they got their workshop over here. I'm assuming it's just for the balance and the punish servers less where people just pollute where they mine, since it doesn't matter in the desert. Yeah, probably. Another part of having a smaller world, though, too, to be fair, would be what did Rico ask? Can you remove some of wet tailings? No, I that having tailings is part of the game, right? We need to deal with them. Okay, you can hear. Yeah, I know you're watching. I mean, you got a skid steer now. You should be able to dig out faster. If not, I mean, just if it's too much, just stop buying them, man. Honestly, like. But anyway, a smaller server would be better for performance as well, right? So there's a part of me that does want to do a smaller server, believe me. But there's also people like, well, I'll say this right now too. One thing we're going to have to discuss as a community is this thing that happened this server that never really was an issue before this server. We're just looking at the Blokes property here. Or wait, is this okay? So that's the Blokes property, but is this also the Blokes? Yes. This thing that started happening where people were doing these single land claims all over the place. Right? Like we're gonna have to there's no rule. I don't have a rule on it. It was discouraged but technically allowed, but we're gonna have to do an actual rule, right? Because it was well, I mean, you could always claim, you can do it faster, right? I know what you're saying. You can do it in the edit screen faster, but I mean, there was There was never anything stopping you from going around with your land claim stake and doing it, right? It just takes a lot longer. But well, you saw what happened this run. Somebody complained about it. They were told it was discouraged, but technically allowed. So what did they do? They went and did like a, giant, like, well, it was down here. Like they had this whole portion of the map, just single land claims everywhere, right? But, I mean, we need a rule. It's either it's allowed or it's not allowed. And we can discuss as a community which way we want to go. But we can't have this, discouraged but technically allowed. Problem is, Xandra, people don't read that stuff. Like, people don't read it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we have enough people. The number of times we have to point people to the pin messages, like for, people. Yeah. I mean, we can, but then you got to realize that, like I said, a lot of people just aren't going to read it. Right. And I get what you're saying. We got to put the rules somewhere. I agree. Because the only rule I have written is, don't be an asshole, right? I need more than that. Although that kind of encompasses everything. But we need to be more specific, right? Especially if I ever do, have that big jump in the number of players, then we'll need those rules in place. Because like I had that big jump. I had a big jump in players on my servers between server 1 and 2. And then like 2, 3, and 4 was roughly the same. And then server 5 again was a big jump in players. And 6, I think, was even bigger than 5, but just by a little bit. But then it's been like flatline, slight decline since then. You have no idea how deep that cuts. Which part? Sorry, Zan. All right. Oh my God, there's a lot of junk in here. Just about people not reading stuff. All right, so I don't want to destroy any normal mortared stone if I can help it. Simon, do you guys still need clay? Wait, what's going on? Oh, my own base. Wait, so one large lumber stockpile that no one reads anymore. Oh, yeah. 2 large lumber stockpiles, 3 large lumber stockpiles, 4. But this is Kitty's. Why do I see Kitty's actual land? Like this is Kitty's on her property. Not. And what's this? Like, okay, this is a problem. We need to label these or something. Because I have the dev tool. This is yours. I don't have the dev tool in my hand anymore. Yeah, but at least mine are labeled, right? Like, at least you know it's mine because it's like southeast basement, right? Whereas they're all just Kitty's large lumber stockpile. The ones that are the Gov store and hers. I mean, I guess we just need to label them. Or Kitty, can you label yours, please? Because there's no point in labeling these because we're going to destroy them, right? Just so I know. Just so I don't want to accidentally, like, is this one the Gov store or is this one Kitty's? This is a Gov store one. That's a lot of mortared sandstone. Who sold all the mortared sandstone? All right, so zap. And helps if you spell things right, Luch. And I'm guilty of not reading stuff sometimes too. I get it. Like, I'm not perfect. Oh, wow, that was some lag, folks. All right, so Granite. We don't need granite. Or do we need granite for anything? Yeah, it's a lot of. Is anybody planning to build with mortar sandstone? Um, if you are, speak up now, and I will not destroy all this. Nobody speaks up, I'm going to destroy like a full large lumber stockpile of mortar sandstone. Almost. I should probably now let's destroy the dirt instead. Although it was funny today, I was actually looking for dirt today, to make ramps for part of the racetrack, and there was no dirt. One of you all, Cal or Xander or Kitty, must have cleaned out the government stuff because there was no dirt. Oh yeah, there'll be more granite coming. Don't worry. And I'm pretty sure there's 1,800. Oh, yeah, that's the government store out by Hood and Dora. It's full of granite. Yeah, which is fine. Like it's just like I was like, all right, I need some dirt ramps here. Let's just surely there's some in a government store. I was like, oh no, there isn't. Then I was like, oh, surely there's some dirt in a government store, and there wasn't. It's like, oh, nah, skids are after filling up quick. That's true. That's very, very true. All right, so that is done. Let's continue on our merry way this way. But I'll have a start in a couple days too if I need to pick up something to help fill out something that's underrepresented. I can do that. It'd be fine. But yeah, regarding world size, like I said, I did try a smaller world, but like the problem is like no look at this, look at the size of this biome, and like nobody's living in it, right? Like same like these two biomes, other than loggers, there's no reason to live there or here. Like there's too many. There's like four. There's five. There's what? There's 8 or 9 biomes total, right? Um, and like 5 of them are super valuable, and the other ones are like garbage, right? The racetrack has a coal vein. Oh, why are you digging? Are you digging the tunnel out? Ah. Oh, he's got a chef outfit. Oh, what kind of outfit do I want this time? Prospecting? Well, that'll be good. We can use that to help. We can like give fuel away. We can give coal away, right? All right. So I showed this off last time, right? Last stream. Black and Oats corner gas. Yeah, no, I did. I did for sure. Let's see what's if stealth. Stealth has definitely changed his build. I don't know if Thorgrim had. I think Thorgrim's been busy this run. I think Thorgrim's been on much. You'll have outfits ready for your Thursday stream. All right, well, I will try some on. Every time I come by, stealth has completely changed. Not every time, but man, stealth, this looks very different than it did yesterday. Holy crap! I mean, work in progress, obviously. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna actually let people try stuff on, right? Was your plan? You did talk about that, but I forgot because yeah. He's going to make a mine here. Coal is off the district too. Yeah, that's fine. That is more than fine. All right, I want to get up to that top part. I guess I can just cheat. Nice composite saguaro, I want to say. Yeah, saguaro it is. Looks good. Nice little house. Oh, except for this fallen down tree in the middle of the living room. You have almost 2K hours in this game, but never had a special outfit. I had one server 8. YLL made one for me for sure. I mean, I'm not sure how long you've been playing, Don, but they definitely weren't always there, right? With Orgrim has some. Is that Ashlar or Mortared? Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so Simon said the pyramid isn't ready, so let's not go to the pyramid. Let's go. You've been playing since the olden days? Yeah. Like, I remember, when did... although it's been a while. I think it was literally server 1. Like, my first community server was the first time that those... Because there was a patch that had a lot to do with tailors, like Cotton. Cotton came out on during my first community server, like farmable cotton. All right, so this is Inferno's place. Looks the same. We got Mr. Sparacco's store. Got Hanson Sand's place. We got Mr. Sneaky's place. Not much going on here. This is the inactive quarter. Bori is still somewhat active, I believe. Yeah, most servers are dead before tailors reach endgame. It's tough. Like my server, lots of people have come on my server and said, wow, this is the first time I made it past day 7. But even on my server, like, we're on what, day 18, and we've lost almost 2/3 of our people, right? So it's tough. It's tough to keep people interested. It's just this. I mean, this game is a time sink, right? And there's a lot of things that can potentially ruin your experience, right? Like, I understand. I get why people stop playing, right? There's a lot that can go wrong. Whether it's just a neighbor you don't like, or, you know, the profession you picked, just hard to compete in, right? You started playing, the powered carts were the only vehicle in it, and they suck. Well, they still suck, to be fair. But yeah. And Sadio, I think Sadio and Ziam are inactive as well. Although Dufresne's back. Has Dufresne been building anything since he was back? Let's walk over and see. Oh, I like the view of Jasper and Dr. Olcole's place from here. Actually, let's go around. That's we gotta go through Flex's place first. Dufresne's actually not that close. Ooh, what do we have down here? An underwater room. And Sadio has an underwater room. Cool. I like that. That's pretty slick. Isn't there a way to is there a way to get rid of the water? I originally played Eco. Well, some of you know my real life buddies who are in the Discord and stuff, and like they played New World with us. Anyway, Killa and Mike. I tried to get them into Eco like years and years and years ago. But neither one of them really liked it, so we didn't play for long. But the three of us played. We had a little server, whatever. And then I didn't play Eco for like 2 years after that. Like, but I don't remember anything from that first run. Like, all I knew was I liked the game. My two buddies didn't. And then when I started doing YouTube, I was like, you know what? It was a spur of the moment thing. That partially royal guy was doing his Eco like community server at the time. I was like, I'm gonna do an Eco single player let's play. No reason. There was no reason for me to expect it to even do well. And it's my most successful let's play by like a lot, not even close. Del Ross 92 says, I like the game, but I don't have any friends to play with, so it's boring. Well, come play with us, man. That's what we're here for. Link in the description to my Discord. The information's there. I can give you the information. You just search for Luchera Community Server, and the password is, God, what's the password this time? I forget what the password is. It's on my Discord. Does anybody remember what the password? See, because when you're an admin, you don't have to put the password in. So I do not remember the password. I mean, we're a few weeks in, but you know, you can come hang out with us, you know, get a feel for it. Campfire, yes. Um, See if we're, you know, a good community for you, and then like when the next server starts, which will probably be in like March, someone put it on Reddit. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean it's on Reddit, but the subreddit that's on has like 17 subscribers, so I'm not overly concerned with that. You know what I mean? Wow, this road never really got developed, huh? Yeah, it's funny. Like when I'm making the road districts, I kind of try to like predict where people are going to live and try to put the roads in smart places. Some of my roads are in smart places this run, but a lot of them are not. All right, so what's going on up here? Is this just a little observation platform? This looks like a Sandman build, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, no, it is Sandman probably because yeah, well, it's literally his claim, but I knew he was something of a farmer now. A lot of huckleberries. Oh, wow, it just never ends. Huckleberries for, okay, no, it does end. It's never ending, except that it's not. You're rebuilding, yeah. Just waiting for gasoline for this get. Oh, is there no gasoline right now? I mean, obviously not. If you said no, there is no gasoline. You there, Calorie? Uh, any chance you can make some gasoline? Luch, what? What is it, kitty? Did I miss something? Did I miss something important? I've been told this tunnel is complete now. I want to see. Like your new land claim name. Is that the one next to me? And like this, like I get why people claim like this, but last played a year ago. Hey, that's fine. We have brand new players too. You know, we welcome all. Darkness Company just says Darkness Company Limestone and Mining. Or is it a claim somewhere else? Wired Orange says I just watched the live stream where you tried to parkour onto the top floor of your house. Yeah. I almost made it, or you mean this one? Katie gets easily distracted. There you go. Oh, I can't see Chaxham in the map. The Hill of Juice. Oh, that's the whatchamacallit. Oh, hello. Look at this. Look at this chef outfit, man. I definitely had one of these when I was a chef. I mean, you have to. It's like part of the rule. If you're a chef, you have to wear the chef pants, the chef hat, and the whole chef, all the chef stuff. The tunnel is open, Strawberry says. All right, so let's take a peek here. Yeah, it sure is. Ooh, has Philosopher King made any more progress on the bridge? I wonder. Let's go find out. It's open. It's slow going for a stretch. See, look at that. How slow it is, right? That desert sand with vegetation on it. It's very slow. But yeah, Del Ross, we welcome all, like new players, experienced players. Everybody fits in. Generally, people are good to answer questions. All right, so this is clearly still a work in progress. What's going on over there? Oh, that's the road to Black and Out's oil, I think. And actually, jumping into a mature server is a great way to like get your feet back under you, right? If you have played before, but just not lately. You need an idea of something to build. I have a bunch of money burning a hole in my pocket. Well, I know Kitty, and you can verify this. Kitty said she like looks up cool real life buildings and uses that for inspiration. Now I'm a terrible builder. That's why my project is a racetrack instead of a build. Random compared to here. Like, look, I know my server's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I know there are things in particular, Don, that I know you don't like about my server, but obviously I do some things right, right? At least because you keep coming back. But yeah, I know you like a smaller world, and you'd also, I believe it was you that you would like to see less government, right, or less day one government, right? But we can definitely play around with that once the settlement systems are in place. But yeah, boats are gonna be interesting. Holy crap! I thought Calgary had a lot of pump jacks. That's crazy. But yeah, when I drove by Strawberry Teddy Bear's place there, I don't know if anybody realized it, but that is the thumbnail for tonight's stream. I wanted to make sure to include somebody that was more new to my servers. Well, I think you played like on server 8, I think, Strawberry. You played for a bit, like you lived like that island that Kitty built the laser shoot down observation platform on. I want to say like you lived there. I'm right. You also like the mods, but they caused other problems in the past. Yeah, I wish that colored bricks mod wasn't such a headache to deal with because I do kind of miss it. It's just kind of it. What's the word I'm looking for? There's so much more variety in builds with the color blocks, right? In my opinion, it has been updated. Technically, I could add it to the server now, and if people want me to, I can test it in single player and make sure it works and then add it. Um, Blacking out. I want to say that's the same. Blacking out's place looks the same. You enter for a few days. Yeah, that's what I thought. Good night, Miso. If you're in the stream, it's tired of coal. Yeah, yeah. Steel uses so much coal. Like the iron and the limestone does add up to. Don't get me wrong. Dog hair on my eyelash. Um, yeah, there's so much coal needed for steel. You like colors, but isn't 10 soon? Sorry, what's 10? What are you referring to, Zan? It's just it's just when all right, I'm laughing because has anybody else oh, update 10? Oh no, it's they're saying there's a play test starting in April. Um where do I want to go? Does anybody else have any cool new builds that I can check out? They're doing a play test in April, so I don't expect to see it like out to the public until May, right? No, I think my server 11 will not be on update 10 unless we delay it by months, right? Which we can. Like if people are like, I don't really want to do another eco server without 10, then we could wait. Unfortunately, like the devs did give like a version of the boats to like that popular that RP server that a bunch of Twitch streamers are on. But like I don't have a relationship with anybody. Like I don't have a relationship with Dennis or any of the developers. So, you know, I mean, look, I asked Dennis a question one time. He helped me quickly, but that's as far as me and the developers go. I don't, and maybe I should have a relationship with them, right? That's just a mod made for them, which won't reflect the real boats. Oh, but it was made by the devs, though, wasn't it? Or did I read, bad info, which is possible? Has Miso's place changed any? That looks the same. You don't need to check that out. What about Hood and Door? I haven't been up there on stream in quite some time, right? It's from the devs, but it said that shouldn't take everything we see to be super accurate. Okay, good to know. But obviously, it's just the boats, right? Like they're not getting all of update 10 on that RP server, right? Yeah, I was checking out. I was on Twitch the other day, and I was actually kind of surprised. Like, there's some decently large Twitch streamers playing on that. Well, at least one, like Cringer, is that's somebody I've watched in the past and has had like 1,000 viewers. I thought, but I don't know. They have mods installed too, so it's hard to tell what is actually new. That's true. You haven't seen them on Hood and Door? I've been up there, just not on stream. I mean, it's not a lot of new, but last time I was up there, I missed some too that Hood made. So we'll go up there and check it out. Yeah, I didn't realize there was any community. The only reason I even realized there was a community of on Twitch for this game, like that RP server, was because in update 10 they were like, we appreciate our streamers, and I was like, Eco has streamers on Twitch, because the only streamer I'd ever seen play it was Partially Royal, who streams on YouTube, like myself, right? Anyway, I love this. They're like, yeah, there's a tree here. Let's just build the road around it. Ooh, I should probably incorporate some trees into my racetrack, maybe. Don says there will be a new Unilog style building block specifically for making docks. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, watching Partially Royal is what inspired me to do my single player. I like their wall of coal. Hood consistently builds with stuff that you're not supposed to build with. I mean, he made a whole bridge out of like sandstone blocks way back on like server. I don't know, but they haven't built a whole lot. But there's wait, where is it? I missed it last time. Oh, right here. They made a pool. Okay, I understand why I missed it last time. It's kind of that almost looks like an accidental pool, right? You want some stone? Oh, never mind. Other people have stone roads. I don't need to make some. Maybe where lag was coming from, though? Like this stuff, you mean? Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a good point. Like, I don't want to discourage creativity, but I wonder, is this harder for the game to render than an actual building block? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. You're working on the road near the racetrack. Okay. I do like this, like, crushed gravel. I mean, it's crushed shale or basalt. Crushed basalt. Like, I like when people make, like, a driveway out of the crushed. I should do that. I should do that right now. That's not my truck. That's my truck. I'm going to do that right now because I intended to make a garage for myself, but I never did. What's it say in the back of this? Madalena, Catalina, Hootenstein, Hootenbottom, Hookawaka was her name. Okay. I like these new signs though. That's cool. And there's new signs coming too. Like you can put a bunch more stuff on signs in update 10, I think, right? Yeah, you'd think so because it's for individually small. Yeah, you're probably right. I should probably discourage that. But at least this server, at least, they're up here by themselves. Like, I don't think it's going to draw that stuff. You've been saving Crush Shale to do the same thing? Nice. You do know a lot more of complaining about the red wrench. The red wrench? Since you've been leaving for almost 2 weeks, should I rent out my farm space to other farmers? Yeah, if you can get in touch with like Fuse or Sandman or somebody. I haven't seen Vit go on lately. Fuse is gone for another day, but Fuse should be back right before you leave, I think. I don't know if Fuse is still in chat, but hopefully at least one of you will be around. I'm not sure how the crops availability has been lately. I assume better. I'm basing that off of the fact that I haven't seen near as many steam tractor harvesters um, being needed to be repaired lately, right? Like that's how I know that the crop must not be as bad because you guys aren't harvesting as much, right? But that might be me making a bad assumption, right? So I guess I shouldn't assume because it's dangerous. Assuming is dangerous, very very dangerous. All right, do I have crushed sandstone? I'm pretty sure I do, right? Since I'm too lazy / busy to make an actual garage. You've definitely sowed, but you have two of each already. Yeah, I think both of these do. Because early on, like I kept selling out of them, and I'd be looking through my storage for like broken ones to fix, and they're like there wasn't any. I was like they must just keep buying them then. But yeah, all right. So we do have some. I don't need that much, but better safe than sorry, right? This cart out of the way here too, I think. Oh, excuse me. That one snuck up on me. I apologize. If you could hear it. If not, even better. Ah, that's not crushed sand or crushed stone. That's dirt. You want dirt. I think I need to make it one longer, probably. Didn't need to be this wide. Clay, dirt, sandstone, yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, the whole farm stuff needing to be repaired, that's just kind of annoying. It didn't used to be like that, right? Like that's a new thing, right? Like I basically just I charged its cost for it, right? I certainly wasn't trying to make a profit off it, that's for sure. Stel says fewer players, more farmland being made up after the last shortage make the shortfall. Wasn't in last run. Yeah, so there's less active players means less food getting eaten, right? Like Stel said. Like early this server, like the first week, we had a lot of people playing. We had a lot of people eating food, right? It was that's why it was so hard for them to keep up. And I am still authorized on this property, which means I can't use the store. So let's spell that right and try that again. Property remove. Now I can use the store. Farming in the beginning was rough. Yeah, well, especially because like you only have so many land claims. Your farm can only be so big. Well, especially when you were farming by hand, right? Like, and yeah, there was. I mean, there was a lot of cooks, but ultimately the number of cooks is kind of irrelevant, right? It's all about how much food is getting eaten. It doesn't matter if there's 2 cooks or 6 cooks. Um, Either way, it's the same amount of food is going to get eaten, right? Yeah, and like Don said, there's also a thing about people having the professions they want, so you don't need to eat food. Like I kind of want to get my 5th star, just in case I need it for something. After that, yeah, I'll just be eating campfire. Well, probably campfire and tier 1, but even now I mostly eat tier 1 food or tier 2 food, whatever. Normal cooking, right? Like most of my food, well, you can tell what I eat here if I go to tastiness. I mostly eat fruit salad, simmered meat, vegetable medleys, root campfire stew, huckleberry pie, boiled sausage, right? Like this is mostly like not even super high tier stuff. But like Pierzak's higher tier, boiled sausage is higher tier. But a lot of the higher tier stuff isn't. It's hard to find, like those fancy salads, pineapple friend rice. And yes, it is friend. It's a typo, but apparently it's like a running joke now. At this point, it's a feature, not a bug. Um, yeah, like basic salads, I had a seared meat just to bear supreme, just to kind of keep my variety high. You haven't even got your fourth? Yeah, I mean, I've been playing hard right from day one, right? Like this is my job. I'm on for 8 hours a day, right? So it's easy to balance. Plus, I mean, the real reason too is I'm renting a house from Kitty that's giving me 45 housing bonus. And I'm sure there's people that have way more than 45, but I think when I started renting from Kitty, I only had like 17 or 19 or something for my housing bonus. But my house was right here too. I told Kitty I was going to have to destroy my house to build my workshop. And she's like, well, you can rent from me. I was like, okay. This game also makes your brain hurt getting back into it. It is so extensive. Yep. No, it is. And like, as a content creator, I have some guides out for it. And I want to make more guides. But it's really hard. Like, because like in order to explain one thing, right? Like I'm trying to make more specific guides. It's hard to explain one thing without talking about something else because everything in this game is so interconnected, right? So the problem is either the guides end up being way too long, or they don't feel concise, or they don't feel meaty enough. But it's like once I have a guide for everything, it's fine. But it's tough to anyway. I have like 3 half done scripts for guides done. They're all like half done, and it's like I just haven't. Anyway, as now that the server is on its, I don't know what the word. It's down. I don't want to call it downtime. Just there'll be a little less happening, right? So I'll have more time to work on the guides, um, which is fine. Well, or which is a good thing, especially once I get the racetrack done, especially, right? Then I'll really have more time to work on guides, in theory. Let's check stock again here. Oh yeah, I need to drop the price on everything. Forgot about that. A guide for everything. Playlist, 100 videos, 100 hours watch time. Yep. Call it the chill and build time. There you go. The chill and build time. Or is the phase we're in now. Basically, like for Del Ross, I don't know if you're aware, but like we lock the research. So like mechanics comes out on day 6, right? And that's it. Advanced smelting 3 days later, X. So the electronics is the last thing, comes out day 15. You have a busy couple days after that. Well, especially when you are electronics and industry and mechanics. So you have a busy few days after that, getting electronic stuff out. And then there's like 2 weeks, usually ish, 2.5 weeks until the meteor. And like Kitty said, we call that chill and build time. I'm not much of a builder, so I'm just building a racetrack instead, which is fine. Axel, like subscribe, survive. Yes, like, subscribe, survive. It's true. Oh, does anybody know? Completely unrelated, but that Sons of the Forest, is it still supposed to come out February 23rd? It's supposed to be a secret project, Kitty. Nobody's supposed to know what it is. You just spoil it. It's fine. The other thing I was potentially going to work on, I talked about this with Kitty before the season started. I was going to do, I don't know if anybody remembers server 5. I made like a tunnel. I made a fancy tunnel, which I thought looked decent. Not great, but decent. So I was thinking about doing another tunnel, and I was going to call it the patron passage. So I was going to have like signs. Oh, I have it set in the stream right? All right, well, there you go. Secret's out. I thought I just said I had another project that I might do, but I might have said tunnel. I definitely could have said tunnel. Definitely something I would say. I was going to call it the patron passage and put like signs with all the patrons' names all along it, but I don't know if I'll get to it this run. If not, I'll do it next run. But I mean, there is a tunnel right here. Problem is, though, just people live along the tunnel. You can't really decorate a tunnel that people live in, right? Because you got Punch living here, got Word Frost living there, and that's fine. They're allowed to live in the tunnel. I guess I could do it this way. Yeah, I definitely might have mentioned the tunnel. I don't remember. Now I've mentioned it, everything. The tunnel to the racetrack. Oh, there you go. That's like nobody lives there. Hello from Alabama. Well, Tommy, hello from Prince Edward Island, Canada. How are you doing on this fine, almost February evening? Last day of January, folks. Man, January flew by, feels like, right? Like, feels like to me anyway. I need to eat some fat. All right, what else do we need to stock up here? Well, I need to reprice it. Yeah, just don't, no. Need to reprice everything, which I'll do after the stream. So does anybody else have a build for me to look at? Has Phil done any building since he got back? You felt the server went by fast? It did. I mean, I know for me, I mean, I've been so busy, right? Being the primary mechanic, industry, electronic person. I've just been busy, and that's good. Like, I want it to be busy because I realized last server, I kind of just didn't do anything. And you have not built. All right, that's fine, Phil. I just you can check the quarry. Oh, you know, you've definitely made some changes down there. Although somebody in chat said made a good point that it barely even looks like a quarry anymore because there's so much going on all around it. And they have a point. You got something in the works, Phil? All right, then we will check it out Thursday or Saturday or at some point. We'll check it out when it's ready. So let's go probably come at it from the other side, right? So we come up here. Imagine a quarry for very rich minerals like Dubai. Oh, there's the industrial elevator. Yeah, like this aqueduct was, I mean, I've been down here since, but it wasn't here since I came down on stream. Get up here. Okay, so anyway, there's an aqueduct. So here's the original quarry, right? Oh yeah, you got Ashlar ramp coming down there now. Industrial elevator with the nice Ashlar frame. Yeah, it's getting fancy. Denopian material elevator, max capacity, 4 diesel trucks, 1 excavator, 20 adult humans, 3 Americans, 5 elephants, 255 baby chickens. Now, I'm assuming those are or clauses, right? Not and clauses. I'm just gonna leave that Americans are fat joke alone. That's not my joke. I just want everybody to know. Don't be mad at me for that one. And more aqueduct action. This isn't the same one, right? Or is it? No. Its own unique water. Uno will forgive me. He has to hear them all the time. Oh, look, hey, I'm pretty overweight right now. I'm not going to judge anybody for their weight. Oh, wow. One of these fits in this small. I guess the height makes it fit. That lower aqueduct is actually from Cal. Okay. I woke up one day and it was just sitting there. So clearly there was an accident with the aqueduct. Looks like we had some spillage. We had some serious spillage. Or is it just, or wait, is the game stupid? Like, is the game making the underwater rocks because there's water up there? Is that what? Because that's bad. Because I mean, look, it's way up there, right? It sees this as a river. The game thinks it's a river. It doesn't. Aqueducts don't usually do that. Is it just because it's so? Is it wider than like I know because you and Calorie have done aqueducts on other servers, like server 6 you did one, server 7 Calorie did one. Or wait, do you do an aqueduct every server, Cal? It's always been like this? Okay. I don't know why I never noticed before. I guess maybe just where you had it, I didn't go underneath, maybe? In season 6? Okay. I mean, I believe you. I'm not doubting you. This is the first time I remember seeing it. The game thinks it's a river. I'm surprised there's not like fish floating in the air here. That wouldn't surprise me. Like, but where's the, yeah, this whole building. So is it, assuming there's nothing else in it, right? Oh, this is, oh, no wonder one can fit. So this is all one room all the way up. Okay. Yeah. That's why you definitely have the volume, right? I mean, whatever. It's fine. They do need to make it. They need to do well. They need to overhaul just the water in general. I was hoping the boat update would be like the water update. Like they need to make fishing. I mean, fishing could be its own profession. They could make a fishing. Excuse me. They can make a fishing profession easily, right? I don't know why they don't. Um. Otherwise, like, I mean, there's no reason for you to not just throw your tailings in the water. Like I don't blame. Like I come down here, I don't like looking at this. Like there's a part of me that's like, but at the same time, it's not hurting anything, right? Like, yeah, you fish by shooting with the bow. I mean, there is a fishing rod. You can fish, but it's not good. Rico Modern Upgrade 3 is being made. Stealth, do you have an active Modern Upgrade 3 maker right now? Or I wonder, do I need to make steel plates? Fishing and husbandry exist as modern professions. Yeah, as they should. Isn't there also one that does like beekeeping? I want to say. I want to say I saw that at some point. Yeah, because I don't think I have any steel plates for sale, so that might be a problem. You got plates, okay? I'll make sure I have some though. It's just hard to keep everything in stock because I have so many different things I need to keep in stock, right? It's that too, but it's not as useful. Okay, I've never done any of them, right? The only mods I've ever played are the ones on my own servers. I mean, I've never played on any server other than my own server, so. Do I even have any plates right now? I do not. So let's make some plates, which I think, yeah, that's going to kill my steel. So I should have bought some steel when I was down at the Don's place. Oh, well, that's fine because I bought from Punch last time, so we'll go buy from Don this time. And it's not a big deal. It's not far, right? So, like, I have to travel far. So, I know you guys got desert right there. I was going to say. Yeah, this map does have a lot of desert, I guess. Way more than obviously way more than we needed. Many people, somebody's truck, Ubuntu's Steam truck got teleported to the vortex. So for anybody who's not aware, there's a bug in the game. If you look at the coordinates, it's like we're at like 0, right? Or there, 0, right there. Sometimes your Steam truck or wood cart or different vehicles can get teleported to 0. So there's like we have like Xandra. I shouldn't say we. Xandra built a rescue thing. We should probably get a road out to it though too, right? But that's something I should do. I should probably do that. I am the road builder. Husbandry at least would make sense in eco. The problem with husbandry is how do you have husbandry but still have hunting be viable, right? Like you would almost have to replace hunting at a certain like I don't know. It would be cool. Don't get me wrong, but it would be tough to balance with hunting, especially since like they nerfed hunting. I forget which patch it was, but we were on server 6, like Dawn, Cower, your first server, um, and they nerfed hunting. Hunting used to be a lot easier, unless they make it a part of hunting. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just not sure how you balance it with hunting. But yeah, no, it would be cool. I don't know. You made the road to the intersection, got tired. I hear. I Trinix, how you doing? How's the server? It's going well. Like on a personal note, I've enjoyed it a lot. I went mechanics, industry electronics, and I've been busy, but 95% of that time it's been a good busy. Like it's nice to feel needed and important. Um, the other 5% of there's like I said, there's been 5% or so of the time where I've been like a little overwhelmed, but 90% of the time it's been fun. Um, Activity was really good the first 2 weeks. It's dropped off a bit the last couple days. Um, but overall, I'm happy. About the same total number of players, just under 100, 88, right? Which is down. Like I said, season 5 and 6 were really up high over 100. It's kind of just been a slow decline since then. So I'm hoping this new batch of guides that I'm going to start working on over the next week or two, I'm hoping that will drive more traffic to the server. Uh, yeah, there was a little bit of drama with one player. They got the honor of being the third person I ever banned in 10 servers. Since they've left, it's been honestly, other than that one player, has this been like the best run for being drama free? Or it's definitely been one of the better runs. There's been very little drama other than that one person. I don't like it's there's always some kind of drama in the first week or so. Um, I banned somebody on my very first server, Kitty. You weren't around for that. Um, and then there was the person last server, the tree murderer. I'm sure you remember him. So what was I saying? Yeah, there's always some kind of drama. And now, to be fair, there's been a little less drama since I, said no big groups. Um, but yeah, you're hoping to jump in next server if I have one. Just been busy. Yeah. Oh, there'll definitely be another one. The only question is, do we want to sneak in one more server before update 10, or are we going to wait for update 10, which might not be till May? Started price drama. I mean, price drama is unfortunately never going to go away. And look, I was part of price drama once. Server 7, there was a player that played on like 4 of my servers that I basically drove away because I basically called him an idiot for his pricing. And that's on me. I got upset and I let my emotions. I said something I shouldn't have said. I basically said, but I mean, I still say that action he did was stupid. That doesn't mean he's stupid, but that action was stupid. Like I realized that prices need to be adjusted. Basically, that whole run, we were kind of over everybody. All the smelters were overcharging for iron. Nobody bothered to change the price. He decided to recalculate his price, but the price of iron went from like 2 to I think he wanted to charge 0.3 for iron. Like, okay, I get it that the price can go down, but 0.3? You want a jaw crusher, Rico? Yeah, I can try to make a jaw crusher. That was your first server? Yeah. Oh, admin abuse. Gov Store helped minimize price drama to some degree. Yeah, and we've had issues, drama with people not understanding how certain things work and thinking stuff was admin abuse when it wasn't. And then, of course, that makes the admins sensitive to jokes about people saying there's admin abuse, um, which is another problem altogether. But basically, I must as well explain that one. So the government stores, the city hall are built before the server opens, right? I don't. DeLoss might not know that, but everybody else knows that, right? Um, And those get decorated. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it was just last server. Anytime an admin used an admin command to like, which are 99% of the time are being done to do government store crap or whatever, right? Every time somebody would joke, "Oh, admin abuse, oh, cheating," and I know they were joking, but it got really grating on the admins, right? All right, I need 2 electric engines for this. How about making a price list before playing starts? I mean, we can, but like people will ignore it, right? Like you make a price list and somebody will like, well, I can undercut that and make more money, right? And then it all starts again, right? And I mean, that's kind of what the government store does, Rico. Like it establishes a baseline for hewn logs, it establishes a baseline for stone, establishes a baseline for iron ore, right? It's funny, Kitty, nobody ever asked me, right? What I'm doing. It's just you folks, right? Which I think is kind of crap. If they're going to call you out for it, they should call me out for it too. But I only use admin commands if I'm doing admin stuff or for content or I'm doing government store work, right? No. It was drama last server. It's in the past, right? It's well, like mostly in the past, I guess. I truly said I would probably wait till update 10 so there's something new to check out. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel the same way. Sorry, Rico, did you say you wanted 2 jaw crushers? So yeah, anyway, the drama that happened last time, God, this goes way back, but it happened on server 8 and then it happened again on server 9, even though like we talked about it. So what happened is, so large rugs. Wait, is there no, or is it, wait, is it not called large rug? Oh, sorry. Rug large. So rug large, if like, let me add one here. So if you go to rug large, it'll tell you there are 25 large rugs in the world, right? So a few servers ago, there was a large group playing together. This was when you were allowed to have a large group. But they were trying to not sell too many things. They thought as long as they didn't sell too many things, because, if you're a large group, other players can't compete with you price-wise. So they were like, we're not going to sell a lot. We're just going to sell enough so that we have money, right? But the problem was, right from day one, they were building a massive project, these like giant towers. So while they weren't flooding the market with things, they were absorbing a lot of stuff. And there was a lot of things that were hard to find. One of which was large rugs. So on that server, if you went to large rugs and see how many large rugs there were in the world, every large rug was in 2 places. It was either in this group of players' giant tower, or there was some in the government stores. But if you go here, like, see how this says Luchar's rug large? I don't have any large rugs. That's in one of the government buildings, right? And it was, I think they were kitties. I think it was, so people were upset that they thought that was in Kitty's house. They thought Kitty was cheating. And I think some of them were under mine, some of them were yours. People were like, oh, the admins are cheating, they have large rugs. It's like, no, we don't have large rugs. Those are in government buildings. We don't live there. We're not getting a housing bonus. Like, you can see my videos, you can see my housing bonus. You can tell I don't have large rugs. But like the problem was, they were buying up all the, whatever it was, wool, I think. Right? Yeah, see, like that's the problem. They thought they were doing a good thing by not trying to dominate the market. Right? But what other people thought they were doing was like withholding things, which was never their intention. Right? Because the server before, we had a large group that dominated all the markets and people got sour, right? Oh yeah, I know. Well, I've had runs where I've had decent housing bonuses, but yes, housing bonus is never my priority. That's no secret. So yeah, so the large rug issue, it was two separate issues, I guess, but we changed the large group rule to kind of prevent that from happening again. Yeah, yeah. So they yeah, they were. No, I agree. It was a bad thing. That's why we changed it. How hard is this game for someone with less time to keep up with the rest of the economy and not get way behind the curve? Um, yeah, the rug debacle of 2022. Yeah, that story's not done, but I want to answer Tommy's question here. Um, but yeah, DeLoss, that's why we stopped allowing big groups because it's hard. It's hard to have a big group and not affect the economy in some way, and it's almost always negative. So yeah, what Xandra Iken has movies said there, Tommy, depends on your profession. Like the professions I am, mechanics, industry, electronics, I would not recommend, you know, a more casual player to do these because they're very busy. You spend a lot of time trying to find materials and then making stuff, and you spend a lot of that time like fulfilling people's requests. Like, hey, can I have X? Can I have Y? Um, Wait, why do they do? How many jaw crushers did they queue up? Did they queue up four? Apparently, I queued up four. That's fine. I'm sure they'll sell eventually, but we need to make more motors then. Um, but something like farming, you can just log in and do what you need to do, and you can you know compete. You can oh, what's not compete? What's the word I'm looking for? Irrelevant, I guess. I would say depends on the profession. You definitely can play casually. Like we have people that are on all day. Some of those people that aren't all day, like they're working from home, and a lot of that time is AFK. But you can still check your queues and your stock and stuff while you're doing that generally. And then we have some people that just log in for a couple hours a night and maybe a bit more on the weekends, right? And like some people are going to have more money, right? Like if you go into this and you're like, oh man, I'm way down the list of richest people. You know, you can't have that attitude if you're going to only play a couple hours a night. Um, but yeah, there's lots of professions that you can just log in, you know, harvest whatever you're harvesting, whether it's wood or ore or farm or crops. Put them up for sale, process them if necessary, and then go do a little building and log out, and you can still have fun and still contribute. Contribute. That's the word I was looking for when I said compete. Um, Groups of two can dominate as well, but there's dominate, and then there's yeah, Dom and Cal have a ton of money, but that's because they're on, and like the server would have been so stagnant without people like myself, Don, Calorie, Punch, like the people that are on all the time, right? So yeah, it's easy for people to look and say, "Oh my God, they have so much money. What a bunch of jerks." Right? But really, no, they're rich because they provide things that we need, right? But I'll never outlaw groups two because I'm not going to tell a married couple that they can't play together. Groups of three, I need to come up with an official rule for that because that's another one of my rules. There's no official rule. It's basically I allow it, but please ask me first. Like Simon says in Ubuntu had a friend that wanted to play with them this time, right? Simon and Ubuntu mostly just play strictly on weekends, and that's it. Maybe a little bit during the week. So like if they had a third person that also plays on the weekends, they're not gonna like all of a sudden dominate the economy, right? So I said, yeah, go ahead. But the problem is if I let them have a group of three, somebody else is gonna say, oh well, why can't I have a group of three? So it's tough. Anyway, the other part of the rug story, now that I get back to it, man, I get sidetracked easy, don't I? The other part of the rug story was the next server, after we went through that whole rigmarole with rugs and explained that just because it says the rug is mine or the rug is Kitty's, doesn't mean that it's in our house. So the very next server, a player that had played on my server and was like a patron, and everything, saw that once again, Kitty and I had all the rugs, and they convinced themselves in their mind that there was like this like secret cabal of people that were there was like four people. It was like me, Kitty, Calorie, Punch, and Itrunix were like working together as a group and not allowing anybody else to have rugs. And it's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so they like canceled their Patreon. And anyway, it was a whole thing. Stupid rugs. Rugs ruin everything, man. Donnie even has a system set up. Don Callium emblem that helps people get steel by trading things for that currency. Yes. I don't love having other currencies just because I feel like it, like if I let Don have a currency, what if somebody else starts a currency? And then like it could get confusing having too many currencies, but at the same time, like I want people to have fun and play how they want. I don't want to tell people they can't do things. Tommy says, I was just curious about it. Finally out here in the boondocks. We're about to get internet, so I want to play, but I don't know if I can keep up. Yeah, I think you can. As long as, I mean, if you're looking to just build a nice, cool house or workshop or whatever, you could definitely be able to do that in limited playtime. If you're looking to build like some giant tower or complex, you're probably not going to have the time to do that. But you can definitely have fun. You started using it for Strawberry because she didn't know steel is needed for Ashlar. Oh, yeah. So she was like, she'd trade you coal for steel, basically. Yeah. Most people don't understand it, I guess. There's only 3 people using the system. Hey, 3 people using the system that's good. At least somebody's using it, Don. Like, Itrunic says, I also miss the wild, sleepy Xander nights. Yeah, I'm usually in bed before Xander gets too sleepy. The rug debacle is why Xander is a tailor. You could have used store credits instead, but I thought it'd be more fun like this. Yeah. Oh, I understand what you're doing. Like I've seen the card, and it's fine. Like like I said, my only concern is people are like, well, I'm gonna make a currency too, and I'm gonna make a currency too, and then it's like, yeah. As long as it only anyway, what you're doing is fine. But I'm getting upset about a hypothetical that may never happen, right? I'm in my mind, there's a slippery slope with extra currencies. But again, once we have settlements, I'm all for trying things, right? People still need a mint in a tier 2 room. I mean, yeah. I mean, tier 2 room is obviously not an issue, but mint, yeah, who makes mint? I know it needs gold, but that's all I really remember. It's probably not there. It's definitely not there. I can probably remove rug. Mint is made by 16 bricks, 8 gold bars, 30 lumber by smelting. Like, yeah, smelter's mint. So it wouldn't be that hard to make. But yeah, I know I get what you're saying. I think it's fine. Like, I don't think I need to add I could add a law that you can't place a mint unless you're an admin or something. But I'm trying to, I don't want to be too over government restrictions. I like the government to give people ways to make money and ways to contribute, right? I don't like taking away options unless it really makes sense. Like, you can't claim in a road district. That just makes sense, right? That's a restriction I'm fine with. So yeah, I don't think I'll change. I don't think I'll make that a law. Like, I think it's fine. Like I said, there's a part of me that when I saw it, you made a currency, I was like, I'm not sure I like this, but at the end of the day, I think I'm fine with it. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's the only mint. There's the mint that we have, the government has, and there's Don's mint, and that's it. So it is what it is. And this is honestly, this is the first time in 10 servers that somebody else has actually taken the time to make another currency. So it's not, it's probably not a big deal. Although to be fair, we have had server 3. I didn't have a government on day 1. I just said, let's just roll with it. It was a mess. Server 3 was not great. Server 3 and 4 in general were just not good servers. There almost wasn't a server 5. I think a mint kitty is something you got to ask for. Like nobody's going to make a mint unless you ask for one, right? It's like, look, I can make a crane for somebody if they want, but you got to ask me. I'm not keeping a crane in stock. Same with the assembly line. If somebody asks me for one, I'll make one or a steam tractor, but I'm not keeping them stock at this point. Yeah, no, people definitely bought Smash Fault. That's good. That's good. But yeah, Tommy, we're 2.5 weeks in here, so I understand if you don't want to join this server, but if you want to come check it out, there's a link in the description to my Discord. You go into the Eco channel, in the pinned messages will be the server info. But if you want to wait and join the next time we start a new server, I understand that. But I'd join the Discord now, so you're aware of when we start the next server. But yeah, no, I think I just realized it's like these streams are supposed to be 2 hours. I'm 15 minutes over, so gonna end her here. Update my spreadsheet, update my prices, and yeah, I'll be back Thursday. That'll be what are we missing here? Oh, I need rubber. Cal and Cal have rubber. All right, so I'm gonna go buy some Cal. Those damn rug larges. Yes, stupid rug larges. No, I lost 2 patrons over it. Like the guy that got upset and like one of the people he played with, they both left. They were both patrons, and it's like I tried to explain it. Other people tried to explain to them what was going on, and it wasn't this secret cabal of people working together. But they didn't want to hear it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I feel like if he reacted that poorly to that, it was only a matter of time before something else made him upset and he would leave anyway. So I'm not really worried about it. But I mean, it is what it is. No, it definitely was a bit extreme. Definitely was. Like like I said, the people that he thought were working together made no sense. Like anyway, it is what it is. It's in the past now. And he might even still watch my content. And if he does, he's probably angry at me right now, and that's fine. It is what it is. He knows who he is. I'm not going to name him. The admins know who he is. Most people know who he is. His reaction was ridiculous. Yeah, super casual was fine. Like I said, I have people that literally only play on the weekend, right? They play on the weekend, make some stuff, make a bit of money, build with that money, and then they work all week and they're too busy to play. And I miss my turn. So let me old 20-point turn here. Tommy says back, but need to get dinner before D&D night. Yeah, I'm almost done anyway, Zan. Good night. Tommy says waiting to finish running the fiber optic lines. Optimate still joining the Discord, but it's up to the internet companies when I'll join. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I don't even have fiber. I'm just on normal crappy old cable internet right now. So I'm waiting for the day when I get fiber. Because like streaming and playing Eco, I'm stressing my internet to the max right now. To the max. It's supposed to be coming. They're supposed to be bringing it to the whole province. So eventually, in theory, we'll have it. Hopefully. All right, I'm hoping. Yes. Okay, that was close enough. That's reaching the jaw crushers. Yeah, jaw crushers being made. All right, well, I'm going to go. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Going to get my prices updated here. I'll be back on Thursday at noon Eastern time. Oh, I need to make gears. I need a lot of things. I'll be back at the usual time, which is noon Eastern. And then Saturday afternoon at noon Eastern as well. You're also supposed to be getting fiber. Good to see you, Iternix. Hope to see you on one of these servers, Tommy and Delos. Welcome to the community. Join the Discord when you get a chance if you haven't already. Most importantly, though, folks, be good to each other. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.